Hello friends, welcome to Determination. So if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon. In this video, I will be solving the questions of DC machines of GATE 2014. So let's begin. This is the question of set 1, and in this question we have to find out the full load speed of the motor. First of all, I extracted all the data given in the question: the terminal voltage, armature resistance, field resistance, no load speed, no load current, and the full load current. And then I have drawn a circuit of the DC shunt motor. First of all, let me find the field current. So IF is equal to Vt upon Rf, which is equal to 230 divided by 230, which is 1 ampere. Now the current flowing over here is Ia and this is IL. The no load armature current can be written as Ia0 is equal to IL0 minus If, which is equal to 5 minus 1, which is 4 amperes. Now by KVL we know that EB0 is equal to Vt minus Ia0 into Ra, which is equal to 230 minus 4 into 0.4, which turns out to be 228.4 volts. Now the full load current Ia1 is equal to IL1 minus If, which is equal to 70 minus 1, which is 69 ampere. Hence EB1 will be equal to Vt minus Ia1 into Ra, which is equal to 230 minus 69 into 0.4, which is 202.4 volts. We know that the back EMF is directly proportional to the speed, that is E is equal to K into phi into omega m, which is equal to Kn into phi into n, where n is the speed in RPM. Therefore, EB0 upon EB1 is equal to N0 upon N1, as the field flux in a DC shunt motor is constant. Hence the full load speed N1 is equal to 202.4 into 1400 divided by 228.4, which turns out to be 1240.63 rpm. Hence this is the full load speed. In this question we have to find out the ratio of speed as a generator to the speed as a motor. In the question, the terminal voltage, armature resistance, field resistance, and the line currents as a generator as well as a motor are given. So I have drawn a circuit of the generator as well as the motor. First of all, I'll find out the field current. So IF is equal to Vt upon Rf, which is 250 upon 125, which is equal to 2 amperes. Now for a generator, IAG is equal to ILG plus IF, which is equal to 50 plus 2, which is 52 amperes. Now EG is equal to Vt plus IAG into Ra by KVL. So EG will be equal to 250 plus 52 into 0.6, which is equal to 281.2 volts. Now for a motor, the line current is equal to the sum of field current and the armature current. Hence IAM is equal to ILM minus IF, which is equal to 50 minus 2, which is 48 amperes. Hence EM is equal to Vt minus IAM into Ra by KVL, which is equal to 250 minus 48 into 0.6, which turns out to be 221.2 volts. So again we know that the back EMF is directly proportional to the flux and the speed. Hence E is equal to K into phi into omega m, which is Kn into phi into n, where n is the speed in RPM. Therefore, Eg upon Em is equal to Ng upon Nm, where Ng and Nm are the speed of generator and motor respectively, which is equal to 281.2 divided by 221.2 volts, which is equal to 1.27. In this question, we have to find out the torque of the motor for an armature current of 8 ampere. So in this question, the terminal voltage, no load speed, armature current as well as resistance are given. Now we can write that the back EMF EB is equal to Vt minus Ia into Ra, which is equal to 230 volts since the armature resistance is negligible. Now the power developed is equal to EB into Ia, which is equal to 230 into 8, which is 1840 watts. But we also know that power developed is the product of torque and the speed. Hence P is equal to T into omega, where omega is in radian per second, is equal to T into 2 pi into n upon 60, where n is speed in RPM. Hence T is equal to 60p divided by 2 pi into n. Therefore T is equal to 60 into 1840 divided by 2 pi into 1400, which turns out to be 12.55 Newton meter. In this question, we have to find out the speed during loaded condition. In this question, the terminal voltage, no load speed, no load current, armature resistance, leakage inductance and current during loaded condition are given. So by KVL, we can write that EB0 is equal to Vt minus Ia0 into Ra, where EB0 is the no load back EMF. Hence, EB0 will be equal to 300 minus 2 into 0.5, which is equal to 299 volts. Now, we know that the back EMF is directly proportional to the speed as well as the field flux. Therefore, E is equal to Ke into phi into omega m, which is equal to Kn into phi into n, where n is the speed in RPM. Hence, EB0 upon EB1, where EB1 is the back EMF in loaded condition, is equal to N0 upon N1. Therefore, 299 upon EB1 is equal to 900 upon N1. Let's name this as equation number 1. But EB1 is equal to Vt minus Ia1 into Ra, which is equal to 300 minus 15 into 0.5, which turns out to be 292.5. Now on putting the value of EB1 in equation number 1, we get 299 divided by 292.5 is equal to 900 divided by N1. And on solving, we get the value of N1 is equal to 880.43 RPM.